Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I have a 3-pile pick-a-pile reading, and what we are focusing on is dealing with the loss of a loved one. This is something that I struggle with, very much so. So I thought I'd see if we can get some advice from the universe, from Buddha, from whoever it is you pray to. I would like to say, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. You are intelligent, beautiful, or handsome, and you are kind. These readings, they may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos as somebody may be enlightened by them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. You are the backbone to this channel, and I greatly appreciate you. So I have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, what I'm trying to do here is act as a trigger to help you with your own personal healing. I don't have all the answers for you. You have the answers within. What I do here is I try to trigger you to actually try to go within yourself to find your own personal healing, because no one has all the answers for you. You have the answers within. And it takes research, it takes time, and it takes dedication, but it is possible. So with that being said, hopefully you have chosen which pile is basically calling out to you. We're going to find out what your story is, and then at the end is when we're going to get advice, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to start with pile number 1. Pile number 1 is first. Okay, so here's pile number 1, and this is for those dealing with the loss of a loved one. Let's find out what's going on, okay? All right, so we do have the wolf paw, and the wolf paw represents freedom and guidance. Well, perhaps you are trying to gain some freedom from this pain you have over the loss of a loved one. And of course, you're here for guidance. And that's all it is. It's guidance. It's not absolute. Okay, this is not your advice 100%. It might help you find some advice, but you know, that's how we do it here. So first of all, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. We have the Sun. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the 9 of Rods. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Ace of Flamingo, which is the Ace of Swords. The 9 of Hats, which is the 9 of Cups. We have the Ace of Oysters, which is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Excuse me. We do have the Sun as the only major arcana here. So let's start from the beginning. So first of all, we do have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles represents, you know, ultimate stability, right? Yeah. Excuse me. Let me get a quick drink of coffee here. Okay. So, yeah, the 10 of Pentacles is basically a choice of security, you know, over risk, of course. It's about enjoyment of wealth. So you may be currently, you know, pretty stable right now. We also have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a skilled person, you know, somebody who might even be going through some sort of transformation. The King of Wands is very passionate. I also have the Sun card here, and the Sun card is like the happiest card in the deck. Sure is. It's about positivity, warmth, success, vitality, fun, right? So this could be describing you as a person, or possibly the one that you have lost. Now, we also have the Ten of Swords here, and the Ten of Swords is definitely not a very good card. It's about backstabbing energy. Maybe you have been hurt or feel backstabbed over a situation. I do see you moving away from this situation to more calmer waters, a place of peace for yourself, because whatever has happened has definitely not caused any happy feelings, that's for sure. Could involve a King of Cups. This could be you or the one who has passed. You might be all up in your feelings about that right now, because, you know, the King of Cups, he's about sensitivity. He channels his creativity into professional success or whatever it is he's working with. Now remember, these energies are interchangeable. These could also be two females watching in this male energy, okay, depending on who you are in this situation. I'm not having issues with the throat chakra. Sorry, I had dairy product. There's milk in my coffee, so that's what's happening here, okay? All right, just still want to clear that with you guys. All right. So we do have the Nine of Rods here. And the Nine of Rods is about, you know, giving it one more chance, having one more fight left within you to fight, right? Yeah. Now, the Nine of Rods is about, you know, clarity, simplicity, new life, you know, having that one fight left in you because of those, you know, situations or attributes or situations, yeah. Now, we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, basically. Could be about tradition, spiritual authority, and possible deception, loss of money. I do see the King of Wands here may have actually made you feel that way. And if this is the person who is resonating with you, who has passed, you are feeling left out in the cold, possibly even feeling deceived by this person because of their passing, which is, that's kind of harsh, but it is a possibility that this is the issue here. Possibly feeling that this person didn't want to fight anymore. So maybe they were in a situation where they probably could have pulled out of it, but they didn't. It's like they lost the fight within them. Two of Swords is about making a choice whether to stay or go, right? What I'm feeling here is somebody may have actually lost hope and just let themselves go, basically, because there was something, you know, that was going on in their situation that they just did not want to deal with. And maybe that's why you might be feeling this backstabbing energy. This person may have actually have told you why, or the truth on how they feel also. And it's a possibility that you might be feeling with this Nine of Cups here that it was selfish of them to do so, to lose that fight, whatever it was. But it was that was going to bring them, you know, peace within themselves. Maybe they were in a lot of pain and discomfort. Maybe their quality of life was not very good either. I do see here with this Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Oysters that somebody had found peace, you know, just letting go in this situation. Possibly peace because it might have been a burden to the family or, you know, whoever was involved here. And you might be feeling very hurt by that, and it's understandable. It totally is. But this person was possibly in a lot of agony within their own being. And they just wanted to be free of this. They were tired of it. And they made that choice to, you know, basically move towards the sun, you know, finding their own happiness. And they thought that this might be the best way for themselves and for everyone around them. They didn't want to burden anyone. I do feel a sense of apology here. Yeah, that's basically what I have for pile number 1. If this sounds kind of like your story, and it's resonating, then I will see you guys at the end, and we'll see what kind of advice we can get from the universe, from spirit, our ancestors, our angels, whoever it is you pray to, and we'll see what we can get out of that. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2 is next. Okay, so here's pile number 2. And we are wondering about dealing with the loss of a loved one. Let's go ahead and find out what's going on, okay? So we do have the dragon. And the dragon definitely represents wisdom and mobility. This could have been, or you could be dealing with some sort of wisdom, you know, as if while you're here today, trying to gain some wisdom yourself. This could also be involving some form of mobility. Okay, let's find out really what's going on, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Three of Swords. The King of Rods. The Ten of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The Moon. The Five of Swords. The Two of Cups. The Magician. Seven of Cups, and the Tower. Okay. I do see we have 4 major arcana here. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, the Magician, and the Tower. But let's go ahead and start from the beginning and see what's going on. So first of all, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a young person. The Page of Pentacles is also somebody who is immature when it comes to their stability. This could be a person who either spends a lot, can't save money very well, or somebody who can save money very well, beginning to save money, if anything, right? Now, the Wheel of Fortune is here also. And the Wheel of Fortune is basically plans set into motion. This is the karmic wheel of destiny. It all depends on where you are in your life, on whether or not that wheel turns forward or it turns backwards or it repeats cycles or whatnot, right? Yeah. It could be that this individual this Page of Pentacles is constantly on this wheel, possibly issues with you know, a certain situation, and that could involve heartbreak, because we got that Three of Swords right there. Now, the Three of Swords is also moving beyond sorrow and understanding one's own feelings. So this could be your energy. Maybe you're on that karmic wheel of destiny, that wheel that keeps turning, that cycle that keeps moving around and around, because maybe you can't deal with the loss of possibly a young person. You could also be a young person, although my videos are 18 and over, but you know, 18 is still young, you know, and you could be dealing with the sadness of a loss of an individual. It has broken your heart, basically. You may need help with the heart chakra, right? These are matters of the heart, and it might have really hit home for you. We also have the King of Rods here. So if you aren't this young person who has passed, or you or if this is, you could actually be this King of Rods right here. This is a very passionate person, but so you might be a parent, or you may have a relative who is fairly young that has gone through this. Now, the King of Rods is a very passionate individual, and instead of displaying passion because of the situation, this person could actually be displaying a lot of anger, resentment. Now, with this Ten of Cups here also, you know, Ten of Cups is about happy family, happy home, you know, just having a really good unit involving the family, right? Perhaps you had plans with this person or something. They brought complete and utter happiness to your life. Maybe we're starting new. This could actually be also somebody who is younger than you. Relationship status, right? Maybe a few years younger. Maybe your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that. Maybe you wanted to start something new and stable with this individual. That could also be something here. Perhaps somebody with this young Page of Pentacles energy was holding secrets, or you held secrets in regards to that person. There may have been some lies involved here. If it is a romantic relationship, you did share a lot of emotions with this person, and possibly you may have actually stepped out of a relationship into a third-party situation, which might have actually hurt an individual. This King of Rods here and the Magician, I'm seeing that you were trying to manifest something out of this situation, trying to bring something to fruition. You know, because the Magician is a master manifester. And you know, in the different cards, when we're dealing with like, say like those poker cards, the King of Clubs. The King of Clubs is actually also the Magician card. So we do have, these are two energies of the Magician. Right? One crowning the other. So somebody may have not been doing so well here, and somebody was also trying to manifest safety and security for this person, hope, you know, trying to even possibly save an individual from themselves. It could have been. Somebody may have, you know, had a lot of options in this situation on how they're going to find that happiness with a certain individual, right? And but there was something more to this because of that heartbreak energy. And all your dreams came crashing down instantly. And it was very sad for you and heartbreaking. It was like, was very bad. I'm feeling a very abrupt, quick, harsh reality. This could have been maybe an accident that has happened that just basically took this person's life, or even somebody may have taken their own life here. And it was shocking, and this person may have actually done it because they might have been heartbroken. They might have found out some lies about a third party. You know. If this sounds like your situation, then I'll see you at the end, and we'll see what kind of advice we can get from Spirit, or the angels, ancestors, the universe, whoever it is you pray to, and see if we can figure out, you know, or give you advice on how to find your own healing. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move along to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is next. Okay, so here's pile number 3, and we're trying to find out how to deal with the loss of a loved one. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. So I do see we have the horse, and the horse is about inner power and freedom. Somebody here may have been actually going through some sort of inner power within themselves, you know, making their own personal choices. Could it be? It could be in regards to their health. Let's find out exactly what's going on here. We've got the 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the King of Cups. We also have the 7 of Swords, 777. That might resonate with somebody out there. We also have the Knight of Swords. Seven, 7, 7, and 7. Definitely might resonate. We also have the Tower. We have the 4 of, this is the Emperor, excuse me. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the Sun, 3 of Swords, and the Page of Peppermills. I don't think I've seen a reading like this yet, when there were 4 7s in a row, right? Not at all. So that might resonate with somebody. 7 is regarded as a very spiritual number, the number of God, you know. Some people think that is, you know, the number of the universe or spirit, right? So we do have 3 major arcana. We have the Tower, the Emperor, and the Sun. So let's start from the beginning here. We have the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is about options, right? It's about also secrets, imagination, new feelings possibly, right? Illusions. We also have the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is about, you know, arguing with others about a situation. And I do feel that there was a lot of arguing going on here, because we have it twice. Somebody here could have actually been arguing or just having disagreements with this King of Cups, right? Now, the 7 of Wands is also about vigilance, right? And a struggle to stay ahead, basically. This King of Cups may have been having a hard time to stay ahead of whatever it is they were dealing with. And they just wanted freedom in their life from whatever these things were, whatever was causing these arguments and these fights. I also see that somebody actually got away with something in regards to all this. This is the Seven of Swords here, and this is about deception. It's about lies. It's about cheating, stealing, loss, fraud, you know, theft, that kind of thing. The Knight of Swords is also, you know, is a message. It's also a message in regards to something that was really harsh and direct. Somebody may have said something that was very hurtful, which caused these arguments, of course. You know. It could have been involving, you know, somebody putting another person down. Right? King of Cups is usually very sensitive, right? This is a sensitive type of guy, right? This person really does channel their creativity into their professional success. And maybe it just wasn't good enough for somebody. Maybe they weren't bringing in finances as well as they wanted to, and somebody may have actually, you know, resorted to illegal activities to make money. That could be it too. And possibly because they were constantly arguing, maybe with a spouse or a parent or something, about, you know, when are you going to make money type of situation, right? Why are you, you know, art's going to take you nowhere. You're not going to make money off of this or whatever, you know, whatever they do. It doesn't have to be art. It could be anything else. But this basically hurts somebody's feelings, and what they did is possibly resort to illegal activities to bring in finances to help. Because maybe that was the only thing they knew they could do. Maybe that's the only thing, the only option this person felt that they could do. But because of those options, possible illegal activity, the tower came down. So somebody either might have either they lost their life doing these activities, or somebody may have actually went to jail or something like that and possibly lost their life there. That could also be a possibility here. This King of Cups may have been having a lot of arguments with this Emperor. This could have been a parent figure. I also see here that there could have been somebody who had issues with the parents and all these arguments and fighting about maybe finances or somebody stealing something or something, may have caused some sort of could have caused some sort of accident also, from somebody not wanting to avoid arguing and maybe got into an accident while driving. Something like that could have also happened. And this person, this King of Cups, who may have been the one who passed, was actually really, really, really working hard to make this emperor, this father figure, you know, trying to make them happy. But this person is never happy. This emperor has some issues going on of his own. Possibly a really argumentative person. And all this King of Cups energy did was just try to, you know, please this person, do the best they could, but it was never enough. It does appear that whoever was causing these illegal activities did find, you know, success in some of the things they did in regards to this illegal activity, all right? And, you know, they might have gotten away with something here and there, but that is definitely going to be short-lived, because this is not a good activity to do, not for anybody. And Somebody may have actually gotten caught doing whatever they're doing, and this this information that came in could have actually started a lot of arguments with this Emperor, a lot of fights and arguments. There could have been irrational activity going on. Somebody may have really, you know, said some really harsh things to another person to basically break their heart. Another thing I'm getting is that somebody's heart is broken over the loss of this individual, and somebody may have been actually arguing with another individual, as you know, it's your fault they died type of situation, right? Blaming others, blaming another person for their harshness, for their just the mean things that they say. And we do have the Page of Peppermills here, and the Page of Peppermills is basically the Page of Wands, and this Page of Wands is the Page of Wands is usually about going on a new adventure, and definitely from this passing, or from this broken-hearted energy. Somebody's definitely had that tower moment within themselves because of what has happened. Possibly self-blaming, being blamed by others, which actually enforces this self-blame. It makes the person feel even worse. Doesn't help. So this kind of sounds like your story. Then I'll see you guys at the end, and we'll see what kind of advice we can get in regards to this. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we made it here to the end, and we're going to pull some oracle and find out what kind of advice is being offered to us today to actually help us to deal with this loss of our loved one. Okay. So these are all pre-shuffled, so I have the whole decks here because I'm going to go ahead and do an additional shuffle so I can pull a card on screen. Okay, so what lesson do we need to learn in regards to dealing with the loss of a loved one? Here's our first card. We're going to pull a card from this. We are asking Buddha for wisdom in regards to dealing with the loss of a loved one. Card. And now we are trying to find out what must we surrender in regards to dealing with the loss of the loved one. Here. Okay. So let's find out what we have here. Service. I feel good when I help others. Okay. So what I'm getting with this card is that you are dealing with something that's really hard to deal with. I understand that completely. I've been suffering myself for the past few years. I'm hurt, just like you guys. But I do see here that something that can help you here, possibly, is maybe providing service, the service of, friendship or help to those who have lost loved ones. This might actually help you to get past this energy of sorrow. Helping others might actually make you feel better. And along the line, I feel that maybe this feeling of sorrow might subside eventually. You may have been dealing with somebody that you were extremely close to. Could have been a soulmate, even if it was a family member. You can have family members who are soulmates. This could have been a soulmate situation, a sibling, a parent, This is possible. It doesn't always have to be romantic, okay? Yeah. Let's see what maybe you need to surrender, what will help you there. Okay, surrender obsessive thinking, yeah. You possibly think about this person constantly. Maybe everything you see is reminded of that person, reminds you of that person. If you obsess about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So maybe you're actually not really talking to anybody about this. Maybe you are holding this sorrow inside, trying to look strong for everyone. But you can't do that. That's only bottled up emotions that one day it's gonna burst out, and this kind of holding within of those emotions is gonna make you, this is gonna cause some actual health issues. Okay, can cause anxiety and stress. And stress is the number one killer. Maybe you just need to cry. Maybe you just need to open up to somebody, and actually providing a service to others who are also hurting in situations of the loss of a loved one. Maybe sitting in groups or something, or making a group, something like that might help, because it will actually help you to maybe open up to others about your situation and how you feel. Because if you're a person who just does not talk about these kind of things, and you've got to look strong for everyone else, this is definitely not helping. You're actually causing harm to your own health, your mental health and your physical health. Now, these are just opinions of what you can do. Let's find out what Buddha has to say about this. Okay. All right. This is a very neat card. I did actually get this one time before. This is the chakras. Okay. Now, the number of this card is the number 3 card. And to me, that's a card, that's a number that represents a spirit being around you. Spirit guides. The chakras and the 4 guardian angels. Would you take a look at that? Call upon the guardians of our psychic energy. Now, what I'm getting from that, just offhand, is that you may be feeling sadness because perhaps you might have been arguing with an individual and you never got to say sorry. I might have a video about forgiveness in my playlist you might want to look for. I'll look after. If not, I'll make one eventually. I have to kind of feel the energies of the readings in order to actually let them come out the way they do. But if that's the case, there is something to be said about forgiveness, and you don't even have to have the person there to forgive them. Especially, in situations of dealing with toxic people, perhaps. This is a little bit off topic, but you can forgive toxic people. You don't have to be next to them or be around them. You don't have to be their best friend, but you can forgive. You can. Just to get that weight off your back. because forgiveness is one of the best forms of healing. A lot of us hold stuff in because we don't know how to forgive. Maybe you don't want to forgive. I don't know. Let's find out what the book says. I love this book. This always has a lot of great insight. All right. The chakras and the 4 guardian angels. There are centers in the body where energy moves like quicksilver. They are the places where we can shift the energy state through touch, intention, or physical movement. They are called chakras, meaning little vortex wheels. And they are also called acupuncture points. The grand river of our energy runs down the center front of the torso and up the back, crisscrossing front to back through the 7 major chakras on the center line and making them turn like water wheels. They are the crossroads of the highways of the psychic nervous system. Everyone has felt their chakras at one time or another, but it is awareness of the fact that is the first step in learning to govern your energy. For example, when you have to stand up and give a speech, or you may get a knot in your stomach, you are feeling the abdominal chakra. Having your heart broken creates a sensation of crushing or physical pain in the center of your chest. That is the heart chakra closing from the feeling, the loss of love. When you witness something special, like an amazing performance that strikes you to the core with wonder, your third eye, the spot between the eyebrows, might have the feeling of lightness. The symbols for the body chakras are rising up amidst the tree of life. 4 medallions representing the Christian guardian angels Uriel, Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael guard the energy system. Standing at the 4 corners, these great angels have their counterparts in Buddhism, the Herukas. All spiritual traditions alive today emerge at a time when people lived closer to the earth and were more aware of the subtle movements of energy. The beings in other dimensions and the afterlife, great archetypes, have their counterpart in every culture. This painting is an illustration for a spiritual psychic healer, Carrie Ptolemy. She calls her work Realizing Your Potential Self. Miss Ptolemy draws on her experience and what she sees around the chakra areas of her clients and helps people grow and heal as individuals. She helps them become more aware of the patterns and tendencies inherent in their belief systems and energy body that prohibit self-awareness and growth. The moon represents the shadow side and all people have. Miss Ptolemy's work also acknowledges that we have this side and teaches that it is not so much a negative as a helpful tool for self-reflection. So what I'm getting with that passage is basically that perhaps somebody here is feeling hurt because they did not actually, what's that word? Oh my gosh, I always have a problem with this word. They never actually got closure before this person passed away. And that might actually be something that is really hard on you. Maybe the last time you saw this person there was an argument or a fight. Maybe you were unable to apologize, tell them you love them or something like that. You may be going through some sort of real big heartbreak right now in regards to that. And forgiveness can be done without the person there. And if this person has passed, you can definitely tell them, because, call out to them. They will come, they will hear you. And they will know, and they will understand. And you know what? I know it's easier said than done because I have done it and I still struggle. So there's something more that must be done if you've done that already. I just got an epiphany. I sure did. Another reason now that what I just thought of is, yes, you may have gone within. Yes, you may even communicate with them. Maybe you tell them you love them daily, whatever the case. But another thing that might, oh wow, this is crazy. Another thing that might be happening here, that this is just a thought, you guys, is if you have other family members that actually do not have anything nice to say about the individual who was passed, or you have experienced people who actually don't say nice things about this person, who always are, you know, putting them down, oh, well, serves them right, or something like that, right? This is the issue. This is why it's so hard to let go. Because possibly that is what's breaking your heart. Is that people, even when somebody has passed, still have terrible things to say about them. Everybody deserves forgiveness, right? Even those people who don't know what the heck they're talking about. I really don't understand how a person can talk down on a person after they have died. You know, especially if it's a parent or a friend or family members or whatever. That's no excuse. Somebody has died. And the best way to remember an individual is how they were in the waking life as a good individual. Somebody who was caring. Somebody who deserves the same respect as everyone else. Wow. That really hit home for me right now. It might not hit home for you, because it might not be the case, but for me it sure did. And now I understand. I understand why I hurt so much. Might also be the reason why you hurt so much, but if it's not, I do suggest you get some extra ideas or opinions from others. Maybe do a little research, a little reading about death and dying. I personally couldn't finish nursing school because I couldn't handle the death and dying part. So I was crying every day. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be strong for the parents or for the husbands or wives. So, you know, I stepped out of that profession. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you've gotten some insight and understanding, and maybe you will be able to find out why exactly you hurt so bad for this person who has passed. And I do believe in you. I believe that you can find some closure here. If you could just find out why you're feeling so bad, you know, check out all the situations that have happened and why you're feeling this way. It's all about you going within yourself. All these readings that I have here are issues that I basically have that I wanted to try to get some clarity on, and I figured, well, why not share with others, because there's others that are going through the same thing. Not exactly the same, but it might be a cause to trigger somebody to go within and find out their own healing, because once again, only you are the one who can heal yourself. Everybody's opinions are as such. They are opinions that they would do for themselves. It's not necessarily the right course of action to take for yourself. But just understand that they're just trying to help, and you know, you shouldn't feel angry. If they do have opinions, just thank them for their opinion and move forward. So I do want to remind you to please keep that true love energy going, you know, being happy, friendly, and loving the best you can. You have nothing to fear. You know, just stay calm and cheerful, because Spirit's on your side. Spirit's on your team. Possibly that person who has passed also is there with you. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. And I'll speak to you guys next time. Bye.